Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back. Sorry, need the mic. Welcome back to episode 6 of our favorite Star Wars show. But, well, no, not our favorite Star Wars show, but the only Star Wars show running. Let's say that. AKA The Mandalorian, season 3.
Yeah, totally.
Mia, so what's your rating for this week's
Ooh, my
episode?
rating is like, I don't know, 17 out of 10. I really, really, really loved it. This episode was amazing. I couldn't wait to talk to you about this episode. It was like there were so many amazing little things that happened that I watched already, I don't know, 5 times by now, probably.
What? Okay, so then you'll talk the whole time because my thing is, I yesterday dropped a lot of Lord of the Ring news, like 23 images, and we've literally, I don't know, did you realize? Did you hear any of that?
No, no, no,
No.
no. I wasn't following that. I'm these days I'm fully in Star Wars. I'm
Okay.
still like I'm watching now Rebels because I haven't watched them before. So now I have the opportunity. So
Yeah.
I just finished the whole Clone Wars and I'm such a binger.
Yeah, well, that's what it's for. But yeah, so a lot of Lord of the Ring news, 23 teaser images dropped. And, we didn't get, as Lord of the Ring fans, we didn't get anything for 2 years since they announced the show. We got one image and one teeny tiny teaser trailer. And then the whole internet went nuts. And I was streaming all day yesterday and I didn't plan. So this is why, again, I had to tell Mia, we need to postpone this. So hopefully next week, Wednesday, the girls can make it. Always blame Helen, don't blame Mia.
Oh,
But yeah, let's come back to the show. So I agree with you. It's like I, the thing is, I expected Luke to come. Spoiler: Luke will show up.
yeah, me too.
I expected
But
him.
I didn't expect Grogu. I must say that was a surprise for me. I didn't expect him. I thought we were gonna
No,
see him only in Mandalorian. I didn't
okay,
think we were gonna see him already in Boba. So that was a beautiful, beautiful surprise for me.
yeah.
And we see so many of him.
Yeah, and so much of Luke because I was wondering how many scenes, how many minutes will he be on screen? Because the deepfake guy. I mean, it's so much better than in Mandalorian season 2, his short
It's true.
cameo, because they hired the guy, who
Who did it
posted
better? Yeah.
yeah, which is kind of cool. So I'm still hoping now we will see more of Luke because the technology is so advanced and so good. It felt like Luke for me. It didn't feel like, I don't know, like somebody. It wasn't the feeling I had with Alden Ehrenreich playing Han Solo. I was like, this is not Han Solo. So I felt really good about that Luke.
Well, it's like a puppet,
Yeah,
basically. But I there were still some few moments where you could tell
yeah.
that there's something is off. But you know what? I'm so much into the show and into the story that I don't
Mm.
even care about it. I really let's
No.
not be picky. It was a fantastic work.
No,
It
but
was amazing.
that I know, but that opens the door to show up for more, Star Wars. And I really do think they want to, I don't know. This is just my gut feeling. They want to redeem the Luke character because his ending wasn't nice. What they did with him, in the prequels, that wasn't nice because he already had his story arc. You can't give somebody 15 story arcs, right? He had his moment of, his temptation with his father and turning to the dark side, but he didn't do it, and then he did so many good things. And then, he gave up again. Like, no, that's not how things should have been for Luke, my personal opinion. And so seeing this version of Luke, not the one who gave up on everything, but the positive, the happy Luke, the Luke who believes in something and who believes in this whole Force and Jedi and whatever thing. I really enjoyed to see that version of Luke.
I'm curious about the teachings that he's gonna have. Is it
Yes.
gonna be more Yoda style, which he's doing now, or he's gonna
Yeah.
adapt to something completely, do something on his own? I'm curious about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, the thing is, we kind of know it fails. That's the bad thing.
yeah.
But it fails with Kylo, and and the school basically
There
burns
was there was a
down.
moment of weakness. There was just a little moment of weakness in it,
Yeah.
nothing else. Yeah.
But what is really cool, we can see a younger Lor Santeca. Do you remember him from the prequels? That was the Max von Sydow character who works together with Kylo. Killed him right in the beginning of
Mm-hmm.
the Force Return, whatever. I forgot these movies. I even forgot what their names are. The prequels, the first of the prequels, and he is a super wise lawmaster, and Luke, in the law, he works with him to build the temple, and to find out, because Luke, well, what was his training? Not that much, right? He doesn't know everything. He wasn't a youngling to grow up in a Jedi temple with all the archives. That's all gone, right?
Yeah, but he
But
spent a lifetime searching for all those
yes,
books, and
yes,
so I
and he helps him.
and he
Los
did
Anteca
have the
helps him.
best teacher ever. Come on, he was
Yeah.
training with Yoda. I mean,
Yeah, he
um,
did. He
mm.
did. So yeah, let's come to the episode and talk the episode. So where you've seen it 5 times. I
Okay,
just had
okay.
time to watch
It's
it
it
once.
starts it starts with Cobb Vanth. He's it's a total Western scene with him and the Pikes. I loved it. I really liked how he's, even without the armor, we see him as a badass, and he's saying, "Okay, Mos Espa, I don't know your deal. Mos Eisley, anything goes, but here, Mos Pelvis territories, this is my jurisdiction,
Uh,
so there's not going to be any spies coming through here." And then he kills off three and leaves one purposely alive, just to get the message.
mhm.
And also what I liked, that we see him tossing the spies because he knows it costs more than the town, and he even jokes like, yeah, maybe I retired. And but now we see him, he's really not, he doesn't care about that at all. He just tosses it and warns them, this is my territory now. This
Yeah,
is that's the first scene, right? And then we go to
yeah,
Mando flying
yeah.
to see R2.
But it's so cool what you said, that you can't bribe him. And that makes him such a cool character, because yes, that spice was worth so much. And nobody would have really cared if he would have sold it and, I don't know, give it to the people of the town. But no, he has this codex, right? And he
Yeah.
lives by it. And I really like that about the character.
Yeah, I love his character, and I do hope he lives, which I think he will. I
I
think
think
he
so.
will.
Yes,
Yeah.
I talking about the end. I think it looked like they helped him. They wouldn't because they're literally the other guy. Nobody even took care of the other guy. Everybody was like, "F that
Deputy
guy."
was like, but he was shot like 3, 4 times. No, Cobb was shot in his shoulder,
I think so.
and it's
Yes.
the arm that he uses to shoot. But in fact, it didn't look like it was like a
No,
mortal one.
I
So
I don't think so. And they looked like they're going to aid him, and something's happening. I think, will he show up in the last one, in the finale?
oh, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so, and I think now all the people
town.
there are gonna come. Freetown, yeah, they're gonna come together in his name. He won't be able maybe to lead them because
Yeah,
he's still gonna be wounded. But they recover quite fast in Star Wars, so who
yeah,
knows by then what happens?
that is
Yeah, and
true.
then it pans to Mandalorian going to see Grogu, and that whole part was probably my favorite. I was
Yeah.
so emotional. I cried on two scenes. I love that. There
Oh.
was there were two scenes. There were two scenes that were like so. Oh, I couldn't. So it's cool. It's cool that we see R2, and
Yes.
that and did you see that little stone looked like it was levitating, but then you see this ant droid just building something,
Yeah.
and I love it how he's just asking like, okay, take me to him, and and R2 just shuts down,
But
and they
what
build him a bench. That
but
was
yeah, the bench was epic, but why is that like a command from Luke? Like Luke said, let nobody disturb us while we're training.
No, no,
Or
no. Artu brought him to Ahsoka. She said it later. He said,
yeah,
I came here to see Grogu, and she said,
yeah.
that's why Artu brought you to me.
Why did
Be-
he shut up?
Oh, I think he knew they were going to be waiting for a long time, and I think they wanted to make a little bit of, when Luke comes to Dagobah, and then he needs to wait for Yoda to show. So I think they just did
Yeah.
it to
Okay.
kind of test his patience
Okay,
with
good. Because I
with
was
it.
like, he could just have, Gordon and say, okay, stay here, and they make him wait forever. But it was funny, it
Yeah,
was
it was cool.
comedic
He was
relief
waiting
that,
with him.
yeah, yeah.
Don't sleep.
Oh,
Don't sleep. What do you do?
that was really cool. Artu, yeah, he just has his own little droid mind. I like that. Yeah. And
3PO I cannot stand. He's such a drama queen. I cannot either. There's like one character who really irritates me. That's him. But
no,
Arthur is amazing.
yeah.
And he doesn't
But the
talk.
thing is, nobody ever listens to him. I get why he's also annoyed with the others because nobody ever listens to C3PO, and he knows a bit of things
He
because he
knows
has.
like so many forms of communication, but yet, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, but those two together are really amazing. Yeah, so Ashoka shows up. Oh no, we see Luke
No, no, no.
first.
We
We
see
see,
first Grogu and Luke meditate, and that awesome scene with the frog. He's just all he's trying to do is eat a frog, and then Luke is cool because he's in like a fatherly way, but also
yeah,
a teacher. Okay, what are you doing? And look, if you just invest into the Force, you can have like all you can eat buffet of frogs. That was a cool part. And then of course he's talking about Yoda. Oh, that part was my favorite because I really really like Yoda.
but the only thing I wondered, but this is just cinematic wise, but it's just, a minor thing that bugged me that, they've been there for a while because he picked up Grogu a while ago.
Mhm.
But he literally is now for the first time telling him of Yoda. So they must have trained for a while now already and been with each other. So just now he's asking him questions and talking about Yoda. But anyway, that's just
Well,
cinematic.
okay, that was for us, obviously, but
I
but
know.
then but then again, you know how he tells him in the end that his lifespan is much longer than of
Yeah.
others, that he's gonna take a lot of years to master the Force,
Yeah.
and also, he was traumatized, so maybe
Yeah.
he didn't just go straight into training. Maybe he went into more like protecting him in a beginning, and
Yeah.
and now he's telling him, of course, so we could hear about Yoda and all this, like there is no try. I just
No.
I love that. I love it that we got there is no try, and I love it that we got the May the Force be with you this episode. I was just like the whole episode. I was like,
Yeah. And when the
so many
theme
moments.
when the theme came, the OG Star Wars theme, when it came, when the music played, I was like, "Oh, this is so beautiful," because it fits so well to the planet. Could you find out, because we were discussing this Wednesday. So, what is it, Endor? What planet is
No, I was searching, and in fact, some of them think that it's that we never found out the name of the planet. It's
okay.
definitely the planet where the school is, the school
Yes.
that burns down, and it's
Yeah.
very cool. If you when you see the scene when Grogu is remembering the
From the
Order
temple.
66
Yes.
and
Mhm.
from the temple, and there is a scene of fire, right,
Yes.
rising. And
Yeah.
if you see then together the images, if you stop in that moment, you can see the temple as the scene is going from one to another. You can see the temple in fire, which is like sort of
Oh.
like telling you what's going to happen in the future. So
Yeah.
all we know is that this is a school of
Mhm.
Luke, and the planet is unknown. I don't think that
Okay.
anybody knows.
Okay,
I
good.
couldn't
Yeah,
find.
because I thought Luke mentioned where the school was in the Last Jedi, but okay, then he
No, no, no. I
didn't.
don't think he did. And the one on where he was training Ray also is not that. That
No, no, no. The
planet
edit
is too funny
looks
to pronounce, and it looks different. The buildings are the
Act
same.
Two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Act Two.
yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah. No,
sounds like I'm sneezing when I'm when I'm pronouncing that.
no, I know. No, plus you, Act Two. No, it wasn't that planet, but I thought I did, and I didn't, want to. I didn't have time to check, but yes. So I thought he mentioned it, but okay. So it's the planet where the temple is. It looks a bit like Ender, like fauna
It looks
wise,
like
like the
Ender, yeah.
vegetation. yeah, but okay.
But I don't think it is. I couldn't find anything. And yes, and now we see Ahsoka coming, which is like, not only she is absolutely favorite character of my daughter, but she is a
Jesus.
really, really cool Star Wars character, and I
Yeah.
loved it. I love her in Mandalorian, and here
Yes.
I'm hoping she shows more as well later on.
Yeah, well,
uh,
she'll get her own show. She will
yeah,
get her
yeah,
own spin-off. So,
but still,
um,
I like when they're intertwined. I just like when they put a little bit of like
I think that will happen a lot because a lot of people now know Ashoka, but they haven't seen the Clone Wars. So they have questions. So I really do think they will introduce a lot of characters people now know. This is why, they did this with The Mandalorian to introduce new shows for a new audience. And I'm fine with that because, yes, they all know each other, and the way
yeah,
Ashoka is connected to Luke's family. She knew his dad. She was his apprentice,
yeah, of
right?
course. When
So
she was saying,
not apprentice, his
I'm a friend of the family. She was a Padawan, yeah. She was his friend.
apprentice. She's not a Sith. Sorry.
Yeah. You wish.
Speaking in,
You wish
in
she sticks to him
yeah.
later, but no.
Yeah, so and Ashoka knew of Grogu, so she must have told because when Luke picked him up in the season 2 finale of Mandalorian, he didn't know, right? He didn't know who is this, he just realized obviously he's strong with the Force and he picked him up to save him, train him, whatever. But Ashoka then coming with Luke and telling him about Grogu because she knew him, right? She knew his name, she knew
Yeah.
him from the temple, so she must have told Luke a lot, which is cool that he got
But
introduced.
now, at the same time, is what you're saying. They were. When did she come to be with Luke? And
Yeah,
she's leaving in this episode. How long was she? Why is she leaving now? She was there for how long? So those are like little things that
yeah.
we can like try to be mad about. But I'm not mad about anything because it
No,
was
no, no.
amazing. And this whole their conversation between Ahsoka and Mandalorian, I really liked because like, who are you doing this for? Are you visiting him for him or for
Yeah,
yourself? And even though we never see his face expression, which is really like fantastic, still his body language and the fact that he says like, but he's right there and I traveled all
no.
this way, and then he doesn't go. It just that was another moment where I
Yeah,
just
and but
shed a tear.
But the thing is, actually, Ashoka, she also turned her back to the ways of the Jedi.
Yeah.
She saw this is, failing, and in a way, this is what you said in the beginning. What will Luke, how will this play out? Because Ashoka is no longer a traditional Jedi, right?
No,
Yes,
she's
she
not.
knows.
She is no Jedi. In fact,
Yeah,
she was trained by Anakin, and then
yeah,
when they accused her of murder,
yeah.
which was orchestrated by that other chick that she was a friend with,
Baris Offee. Yeah,
Varys, exactly, exactly. So then she decided to, when they told her like, okay, come back to us, she decided, no, this is not a
yeah,
path for me. So
yeah,
yeah, I think that she's gonna have influence on Luke and how he is gonna train and how he's going to
yeah,
see the things.
yeah.
But also, the times have changed now.
No, yes, but she's been in this system for a long, long time. She's at this point, what is she? I would say she's like 45 because she was still like 20-ish, end of Clone Wars, or was she younger? She was younger, end of Clone Wars, like 18,
Maybe, yeah.
maybe?
I don't know her age exactly in Clone Wars, but yeah, I think she
Yeah.
was she was
And
already like not anymore a girl. She was like
no,
becoming a woman, you could tell.
yeah, so let's say 1820, and Luke was born when she was 1820-ish, right? When Anakin turned into Darth
Yeah,
Vader. So she's, let's say, 20 years older than Luke. Luke at this point here is 25-ish. We don't really, I forgot how many years after the Battle of Endor this, Yavin this was, but I mean,
yeah, I can't remember.
yeah, but let's say she's 45-ish, around that right now. So
And she looks awesome.
she looks awesome. Yeah. Well, Twi'leks apparently do because look at, we'll talk
But
about
she's
her.
not a Twilight, she's Togruta.
Oh yes.
Is it
Yes.
not? Yeah, but
Yeah, yeah,
okay, similar hair, similar
yeah.
thing.
No, no, no. Yeah, yeah,
Like a spongy, like I call it, the spongy hair. It's good. I guess this brings a lot to stay young
yeah.
together.
I think they have a quite long lifespan. I don't think it's just like 60 years or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, that scene was really
It was
um
touchy. And then when he gives her this little armor for him and leaves, and you see the little hand of Grogu, I'm like, I don't know, was he just sensing him, or was he trying to use the Force to bring him back? It's they really have a connection.
they
So
do.
so
Yeah.
that was another moment,
Yeah.
like, oh.
Because Luke felt he was there because Luke then
Mhm.
told Ashoka. I mean, I don't think he saw him, but he felt, he's,
Yeah, he can feel
he
him.
obviously can feel him. And one question for you. Do you think after seeing The Mandalorian again now and rethinking the Mandalorian episodes, do you think, because there are a lot of people out there that say he's force sensitive, do you think he is?
I think he could be. I
Mm-hmm.
think they could, but I don't think he's gonna be alone. I think they're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
a duel, him and Grogu together,
Mm-hmm.
um, and I think they will together rule a Mandalorian using the yeah,
Dark
the
saber. Yeah.
dark saber. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Oh,
it's possible that he is, but then a lot of things. Mm, then he would maybe sense that Grogu was not there. Why was he waiting by the bench? So maybe
yeah, but his
maybe
feelings are
maybe
not trained. He's not trained.
exactly.
He
Maybe
trained
he
them.
maybe he is, and eventually he's gonna get better at it. But he's gonna need definitely a teacher. And
Yeah.
I have the
Yeah.
whole theory about the next episode already, but that's just my own
Well,
theory. How?
we'll come to that. But I was the only thing I wondered because I thought I knew Luke was coming in, and I thought Luke would train him with a
Yeah,
dark saber. That
and
was
that's why I have a theory for the next one. Exactly for that reason that it didn't happen
okay.
now.
What is that? What is your theory?
I think first of all, I think now we are jumping to the end, but I think Grogu will choose the armor, and I think Luke will bring Grogu to Mando, and then Mando is going to be in the midst of the fight with Pikes, with Boba,
Yeah.
and I think this is where Luke is going to be using a lightsaber, and also since he's going to see how badly Mando is wielding his dark saber, he's going to offer to train him. Maybe to stay a little bit longer with Grogu and see his
Yeah.
path, how it goes. So this is just my own theory, but
Okay, I have a almost the same theory. I think it will go down exactly the same, but I think Grogu, sitting there having the choice, I think the lightsaber will fly up and the armor will fly up. So
possible.
I think Grogu will choose both. Because that is what Tad Vizsla did. He was a Jedi and ruled
Yeah.
Mandalore. So you can be both. And that could be the way for
And
exactly what you
Grogu could
said.
be the one to rule Mandalore then. That would be cool.
Kind of, yeah. But yeah, I think he will choose both, and then Luke will be like, "Oh, whatever, come on, let's do it," and they will come in last minute and save the day. Fight, both fight. I want to see Grogu fighting like Yoda. Do you remember
Oh
Yoda
yeah.
in was that Attack of the Clones when he fought Dooku? Yes,
Oh
with
yeah,
him
in the
like
Senate.
flying and
Uh-huh.
jump. Yeah,
In the
yeah, yeah.
Senate.
That's Attack of the Clones, right? Yeah,
Uh, I forgot.
could
I
be.
watched I watched them recently all in one go, and then I forgot the names of.
Yeah, then it's yeah. So I think it's an Attack of the Clones when he fights Dooku, and that is such an epic fight. But Dooku is, one of the best duelists, obviously. But still, and he was Yoda's Padawan, which is so cool. Um
Is this where he loses his lightsaber when he
Yoda?
fights? Yeah, because Yoda lost his lightsaber when he was fighting, and I think was it in Senate, or was he
No, was
fighting
that
Palpatine?
when
Then I'm
the
maybe
Palpatine comes later? Yeah.
exactly, yeah, when
Yes.
he was yeah.
Yeah, Palpatine fight comes later. Yeah, so and it was so cool how tiny the lightsaber is. Like I was like, oh,
Oh, it's Yoda's. Yoda was tiny.
I know, I know. This is what I'm thinking because I bought one and it's gigantic, and I'm like Yoda, I'm like a tiny
Like
person.
me.
So
I know, like me.
yeah, so I need one for children. Should have thought that through, because when I play with it and try, to learn how to swing it and do the tricks, it's insane because the lightsaber basically is as tall as I am. So if you want people, check it out on TikTok. It's hilarious. Anyway, yeah. So I think this will be the end, and exactly the
Yeah.
same, and that opens up a really cool plot for Mandalorian season 3.
Which we are already watching right now,
Base.
in my opinion. But yeah, so I liked it that after those sad moments of Mando leaving and Grogu like being sad, that now we see something funny when Luke tells him jump, and he has this like little jump, like, okay, is that all you can do?
That
Come on.
was so
and
cool. That was
and
really cool.
and then when he trains with this remote, it was almost cruel when it shoots him, he didn't have a saber to deflect it, so that
No,
that is almost cruel,
yeah,
but
because the
cute.
Padawans in the younglings in the temple, they had,
They
they fought the same thingy,
yeah,
but they had their lightsabers, as did Luke, on the Falcon, when
exactly.
Obi-Wan trained him. So I was like, it's not fair, but okay.
Hey, but he
Um,
won. He won. He tosses it in the lake. Is it lake
yeah,
and
Pund,
water?
whatever,
Yeah,
yeah, whatever
yeah.
that was, yeah. So yeah, that was a really cool training montage, and you feel that he will be very powerful, and I do think he will let the power flow through him at one point, because he's denying it right now still
Uh,
because of his
Yeah,
experiences.
I think he's already very powerful, and he
Yeah,
was trained well.
yeah.
Because Luke even says when Ahsoka tells him, "You taught him well," he says, "No, it's
Mhm.
more like he's remembering than you
Yes.
teaching him." I think that he was already very powerful and a
Yeah,
special child. I mean, he is of the kind that we know only three in the whole Star Wars, and we
yeah.
don't even know the name of the species.
No.
So. I think he blocked everything because of trauma, because of
Yes.
everything that happened, and it was his memory erased by someone. Who do you think saved him though? Because
I
I
don't
heard
know.
different theories, and I have no idea. So like, if you,
I don't
do you
like.
have a
I
theory?
have no answer for it. No, I don't. I think what's the librarian's name?
Jocasta.
Jakasanu. I
Um,
feel it was her, but I
some think that might have been the
Mace.
yes, Mace Windu, because we never saw him dead, and I would love it if that is the case. I would love that,
I
but
want
it's
that
just
to happen so bad.
me too, me too, me too, me too. I want to see a purple lightsaber.
Yeah, and well, I think Samuel L. Jackson would totally be up for it, but I don't know if they bring him back for the dead. But nobody, not dead apparently
Nobody.
and
I mean,
stuff.
Palpatine. We also thought he died. And now that makes me question: why did Darth Vader die? Do you have an answer for me? Because
Yeah,
obviously,
but no, he needed the suit to live, and he was too far gone at that point, and he didn't want to live in this. So when you read the comics, there are and I think some of the law books, I don't really remember, but he's in constant pain wearing the suit, and this is why he needs the Bacta and all that things, and he in the beginning he has all these nightmares about Padme, and he hates this life in that suit, and he realizes that when he's reunited with Luke, and he didn't want to live like that anymore, and he's happy to be a Force ghost.
oh, okay. No, I was just wondering, like, more. I thought that he was living because of his connection to Palpatine, and then when we
Hmm.
think, but Palpatine never died. We see him still in the last movie. So I
Yeah.
was like, why did he die? Why did he die so suddenly? But I guess like Padme, he just decided to go because
Yes.
it also
Yeah.
her story with like being such a strong woman and doing everything she did, and then I mean, were two kids not enough reason to live? That's one thing that I cannot like just
Yeah.
like
I totally
It
get
makes me
it.
mad. It makes me a little bit mad, because
It also makes me mad. And she is the one who always fought for, democracy and all that. It's not just her and Anakin. She fought for democracy, right? She fought for the right things. And her her going is actually bad because she also
yeah.
is leaving her people, right? And her
People
children.
and
And
two children, like, oh,
yeah,
I'm too weak to live without him, and
yeah, that
now
was,
it was, I think they gave a really bad ending, and I do
yeah.
hope they somehow, I mean, they made a mistake also. Remember in the movie when Luke and Leia talk, and Leia is saying
She
that she
remembers her
remembers,
mother. Yeah.
but she couldn't if
Yeah.
they did the, so I'm hoping they're gonna change a little bit of that somehow. They're gonna fix it, because that's one thing. I
Yeah.
always talk about things I like, but this is something that I'm just so mad about. As a mom, I would never give up on
No,
my
I
child
know.
because of a guy. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was a
But
strong
it's
connection.
yeah, but it's fine. So,
Okay, back to the episode.
yeah. So what else? Training montage was really cool. It reminded you obviously the time he trained with Yoda, with the
Yeah, yeah,
little backpack when he
yeah. And
had your
making the flips and making Grogu be on the one foot. No,
that
like he
was
was
really
on one
cool.
hand. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. And what happened then? Then he's leaving and going to see
No, then
Boba.
we see Ahsoka first leaving, I
Hmm.
think, or no, or maybe Mando first going to see Boba, yeah,
I
and
don't. Yeah, I think
and
it's him leaving. Yeah, yeah, and they have this little scene. So we finally see Boba after 2 episodes, saying nothing
yeah,
basically. But
doesn't
okay.
matter. His appearance is everything. He
Yeah.
was just nodding, greeting everyone. It's cool because he is such a strong character that he doesn't even need to talk. Uh,
Yeah.
I already loved it. I just loved seeing it, and
Yeah.
that little scene with Major Dormo. There's always need to be something funny about it.
Seriously,
But
he booked that holiday early.
yeah,
Like
yeah. When Fennec is
what?
saying they'll be gathering soldiers and the mayor fled, so it's gonna be such shitstorm is coming, and he's just like, actually, that was already scheduled. That Gamorrean just puts him
Sure.
in place.
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was funny.
So, yeah, and then we learn basically their plan is, yes, finally, this is what we have been preaching all along. Hire more people. Thank you very much. And yeah, this is what Din tries, and he goes back to Cobb Vanth. And oh my God, like seriously, Freetown,
Yeah, that's funny.
that barkeeper looked like an Urukai. I was like from Lord of the Rings, and I was like, what is this Urukai doing here? But anyway, don't know what the species is called.
I didn't
Um,
Google. I didn't check.
yeah, did you? So the interaction between these two?
Oh, it was fantastic. I loved
Yeah,
it when he's asked. They haven't seen each other since he gave back the armor, and then when
yeah,
Mando asked him how you've been, more careful. That was that
yeah,
was fantastic, and I liked his entrance itself, and deputy telling him like you cannot park here and you cannot park here, and it's like, yeah, I heard you. Just leave me alone.
yeah. If
And
somebody in that armor would come up, I'd be like, yeah, park wherever you want.
yeah, no, but deputy is like he's new, like the
Yeah,
like Cobb said.
yeah.
And also there was another fun scene when Mando is asking him, yeah, basically lead the garrison, join us,
Hmm.
lead people because we need muscle. This is not your problem yet, but it's gonna become. And then of course your bartender keeps interrupting, like, no, we don't want fight.
Yeah.
But I don't know what Manda said, but I know that Cobb tells him, like, yeah, that big smile of yours, it gets you get away with anything. It's cool because even without ever seeing him, we get the emotion, and I love that about the show. I don't know how they managed to do that. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That amazes me.
Yeah. And yeah, you just like these two. I think the vibe between these two is really cool. And you feel, yeah, in the beginning he said, yeah, no, I'm not going to help you, but in the end they will, they will. And I think when he said, before he was shot, then when he said, after Mando left, when he said, yeah, because the people in the town didn't want to fight, but
Mm-hmm.
then he said, yes, let's,
Together, all the people
sorry,
who
my
are fighting
sorry,
it. Ah,
my cat
you
is here.
kid.
Yes, let us fight together, because I have to tell you something. So he didn't tell them of the of the spice and everything, but now he's ready, to tell them the hard truth and tell them, okay, we have to fight, because otherwise we'll be effed as well, like all the others.
Indeed,
Yeah,
yeah. He says first, like, I'm gonna see what I can do. It's not easy, but then of
yeah,
course he wants to help. And then the most epic scene, and I was screaming in front of my TV.
yeah.
I'm I'm not gonna lie, I was really screaming when I saw him coming from the desert. It was like, oh my god,
Did you
first
know
time.
it was him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I was expecting him to come, and I told you last time that I think he's gonna be on the side of the pikes
yeah,
when
yeah,
we were
yeah,
discussing. So I
yeah,
kind of expected him, and because
yeah,
Cobb did that to this spice run, to
yeah,
this pike on the beginning,
yeah,
it was obvious somebody was gonna come.
yeah.
But seeing him first time ever
Live
in live
action.
action
Yeah.
was truly
Oh
amazing. They
my
did
God,
they
the
did
eyes, the
awesome.
eyes are
The
so
teeth,
scary. I
yeah.
thought so. The only thing, because in the animation, his face is a bit longer, but like a tiny bit longer and thinner and longer. But seriously, he looked epic, the whole
Yeah,
thing,
it
and
was
he's kind
amazing.
of old right now because
Yeah,
he,
his
yeah,
color has failed, and that's what I like. When he didn't come all like bluey, like
no,
he
no,
was
no,
in Clone Wars. But he actually, you can see that he's
yeah,
older, but he's still a badass. And of course,
yeah.
he's going to win because this
Yeah.
deputy was so
I mean,
ridiculous.
seriously, he is the best. So after Boba's dad died, he took over as the baddest body bounty hunter in the galaxy. He got all the good jobs. He did, he fulfilled all these jobs. He is in so many of the stories. If you pay attention,
Yeah,
he
even worked
worked
with I
with the Emperor.
Obi, and with the Obi. Remember when Obi took
Yes.
this medicine to look like that criminal? Those
Yeah,
were really
yeah,
cool, isn't
yeah.
it?
And he worked for the emperor. He worked
Yeah,
for Maul even. He worked for them all. But yeah, he is on the, and he has a lot of history, with Boba as well. So
and
that
with
was
Fennec
in,
now
and
as
with
well.
Fennec, yes,
Yeah.
because he freed Omega, whatever
No,
it
he
was.
didn't free. He wanted to
Kidnap, she
yeah,
free.
shift.
Sorry,
Yeah,
yeah, not
shift.
him.
Because
Yeah, so this is, do you think Omega will show up here as
I am
well, or is that
so
too
hoping. I
much?
don't think she's gonna show in this season, but
No.
definitely next season they're building
Yep.
something. I'm still like puzzled about their choice. Not mad at it at all because I love the last two episodes were best Book of Boba Fett
Yeah.
episodes ever. But at the
Without
same
Boba.
time, I'm feeling like, why did they choose to do this? I mean, this is perfect because we got like so many references to old Star Wars, to
Yeah.
so many characters. It was just it was the
Yeah.
best one, the
Yeah.
best one yet. Yeah.
No, I feel so too. And yeah, because all of them showed up. But maybe they shouldn't have called it the Book of Boba Fett. Maybe they should have, I don't know. So you didn't expect this just to be Boba. But anyway, we're happy. We are happy
But
with what
doesn't
we
matter
got.
because at the same time we got like amazing
Yes.
stuff in this one, and maybe that's gonna make us more like cannot wait for the Book of Boba second episode. Yeah,
Yes.
second
Yeah.
season. I mean, not episode.
Second
Yeah.
episode. Yeah. So
And then
was
the last
the
scene, there is just a
yeah.
scene where no, there was another one where those spikes blow up Canteen. They leave the Camtono behind, and oh, I wonder who's. So it's like this episode left us wonder: Deputy and Marshall, are they alive? Who is alive? Is Garsha still alive?
Is
Is something
she? I
happened?
I don't think it was a complete destruction of the place. I think it was through that door. Maybe she saved herself, by because she saw something is going on. Maybe
Yeah.
they jumped under one of these tables. What I don't know.
It's
I
important though. Max Rebo was not there.
It
Just,
wasn't his shift, people.
just like super,
Relax. I
super
saw
amazing.
I saw
I
the internet going crazy, like Max
yeah, like
Rebo
he's in on
escaped
it.
again.
He's in on it.
It
That's
was
like
so
I
epic.
saw that as well. It's so
Yeah,
sad.
because everybody was like, he escaped again, like he's cheating
Yeah.
death. Max effing Rebo is a Sith Lord and what?
Maybe he's force sensitive as well. We just never found out.
He's just a force sensitive keyboard player anyway.
He's
Yeah,
cute.
shout out to Max Rebo. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
I don't think she's dead. I think a lot of the people in the thing are dead, but I don't think she is dead. But what I found interesting that she told her employees to ask them to give them money,
mhm.
um, because now she's giving like this is Boba's territory, and actually she's just paying Boba. So why is she now offering money to the Pikes? Is she?
But this also makes me wonder then, who is she working for? You know, who is she actually working for? What? Because you had some theories that she
Well, it's
was
not for the
working
Pikes then.
for Crimson Dawn, and Pikes are working for them. So why would they
No,
then try to blow up
I
their? But why they tried at all? Like to leave Boba a message? Why not try nearby his palace? I mean,
yeah, I don't understand
I
that either. Yeah, I
this
don't.
part this like it was just a little scene in between to make you like shock and wonder, but at the same time I wonder like why, what was
Yeah,
the point. It wasn't even connected to Muspelgo
no,
territories from the beginning.
no.
It just like they just decided
Yeah.
to blow it. Yeah.
Anyway,
And then we come
good.
to the end, and end was fantastic, but we already spoke about the end.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think our outcome for the next episode will be very similar. There will be a big fight. Boba will have his bounty hunter show off. I think we'll see Black Chrysanthemum in
For sure.
in
Yeah, we saw him
action.
now as well a little bit. Yeah.
Will the Rancor come in any way, or is he just down there?
No, I think Boba is gonna ride him. He by now he probably learned. That's why we didn't see him. He was actually
I think
learning to ride his Rancor
maybe
all
that's
this
that.
time. So it's gonna
I would
happen.
love that if the effing Rancor shows up as well. I think this is finally now a good battle we will see.
Oh yeah. And then it's just gonna make us wish for more.
Yeah, good. So, people, we hoped you enjoyed this one. I think we have a dedicated small community now watching all our videos, and yeah, me and I really enjoy doing this. We'll do obviously the finale next week Wednesday, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yes, and yeah, thank you so much. Till next week. Have a fabulous weekend. Bye bye, my lovelies.
Bye.